Breaking news 2023. Buhari's government speaks on suspending election and creating interim government. Hello, my wonderful people. It has started. It started with a suggestion, and guess what? Buhari's administration, yes, so the government is taking to it and saying that this is just a cheap way for Buhari to remain in office, or after his tenure, they can look for a way to maneuver and manipulate things to suit them to an extent in a certain level and way. Well, it was suggested that since the country is not ready for an election at the moment, and since the country seemed to be unprepared, okay, for all those things that are going on, what they should do is to ensure that, there is truth, transparency, and honesty ongoing. So the first point of call is that, there should be, an interim government after Buhari. Okay, after Buhari, there should be an interim government that will, look into the affairs. And after that, they can begin to reevaluate things and see how, these things can come up and how better, they can serve Nigeria before they go about saying, there is election. Well, this has not gone down well. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Thank you. The presidency has spoken on the call for an interim government to be set up after the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari to enable the drafting of a new constitution. Recall that Afe Babalola, the founder and the chancellor of Afe Babalola University, Ado Ekiti, has earlier stated that it will be beneficial for the country if the 2023 election is suspended and an interim government is set up. The Chancellor explained that the new interim government would spend its time in office drafting a constitution that is more people-oriented. He explained that the constitution, which would be produced within 6 months, would tackle insecurity, economic, political, and other problems plunging the country. The senior advocate of Nigeria, San, shared his thoughts amidst the various security, economic challenges and other issues threatening the existence of the country. However, reacting to Afe Babalola call, the senior advisor to President Muhammadu Buhari on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, stated on Channels Television on Friday that Nigerian constitution does not give premise to form an interim government. He said, "To the best of my unlearned knowledge, this is not in our constitution for an interim government to be set up while there is transition. And so we must continue with what we have, and we must continue with that and ensure Buhari give over, transition of power is done smoothly. There is already the call for the constitution, which is already in position for it to be reconstituted. More and more people are already giving in their verdicts, in their suggestion as to how and how these things should, transpire. Everyone, if anybody has any reason or anything to contribute, they should give their, their suggestion to the Constitution Committee, rather than suggest that Buhari, according to Femi Adesina, put in an interim government. So these are some of the things that are stirring us all now. Afebalala says it is unconstitutional. He feels very strongly that putting things in order will be in the best interest for the country, so that there can be a smooth transition of power with all that is currently ongoing. However, this has not really stood because a lot of persons, a lot of people have different opinion as to what should follow next. Well, Femi Adesina, like you all know, a man who speaks for Buhari because the president never speaks. Okay, he goes out and do good face. Where you have a home, you don't talk to your wife and children. But outside, you are one of the most jovial, friendly people, and people see you as a people person. And some people in their hearts are wishing, oh, I wish I have this man as my man or as my father, not knowing that beneath the whole facial smile and all that lies in that corridor a death of rot that if you are exposed to, you will cringe and wonder how such an individual could cover that level of, impunity. This is who Buhari truly is in description. This is a man who went around Nigeria in 2015 begging and soliciting for vote and promising the country that he would do A, B, C, D, Z. Everybody was so optimistic and says at that time, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's government was not doing excellently well. And so the cry for change, everybody just wanted Nigeria to be better. Everyone wanted something fresh, that could potentially take us to a new dispensation of better people and what we could potentially, be able to harness and become, So these were the cries, these were the options, these were the opinions, and these were some of the matters being discussed in those lines. And so everybody saw the change and thought it was what it is. Buhari came on board and could hardly speak to Nigerians. Hence the word of Nnamdi Kanu, that could it be that Buhari, has been switched. That thing that flew the other time, that the real Buhari is gone and some other persons have taken over. We gave that opportunity for one to think about such, because of how things began to go. The man will not speak. Even when there was pandemic and leaders of nations of the world were speaking to their people, assuring them and making sure that, the people, have that confidence in them and what have you. We saw that it was a different ball game altogether. We saw that, they came up with all kinds of vices and words being said, and at the end of the day, you can tell for yourself, sincerely speaking, that there is something sincerely and truly wrong, So these are some of the things ongoing now. We can't continue like this. So, we were going to continue to, speak out against everything and anything that is, unheard of, things that could potentially put the nation, in a critical condition, and move forward. So it is what it is. We'll keep you up to speed as the matter unfolds. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Remember, you've got a voice. Let us speak out against injustice and every moral decadence that have continued to affect our nation so that we can get out of the current predicament we've come to find ourselves. There is real call for concern. This nation seems to be going nowhere fast. Okay, it seems not to be going anywhere fast at the moment. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. God bless. To have a fantastic day. Bye for now.